Hi.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another game release preview here on Expat 2020 Gaming. Be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons to get notified whenever I drop a new video. In this preview, I will be going over some of the details regarding the release of Kena, Bridge of Spirits, a third-person action-adventure game which is a PlayStation console exclusive set to release on September 21st. The game is being developed by Ember Lab. This studio has a small team of 15 developers, and Kena Bridge of Spirits will be their first published game after working in other fields. The story centers on Kena, who is a supposed bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. I will now read for you the details regarding gameplay and the game's synopsis, cited from the Wikipedia page for Kena Bridge of Spirits. The player controls Kena, a young spirit guide with magical abilities. In combat, the player uses Kena's staff for light, heavy, and charged attacks. An upgrade transforms the staff into a bow. When defending against enemies, the player can activate Kena's pulse ability, which acts as a shield and has a health meter that depletes when attacked. It also serves to provide clues and activate objects. The player is tasked with collecting small spirit companions known as the Rot. They can be directed to complete tasks such as moving objects, taking certain shapes, or distracting enemies. The player must damage enemies before the Rot builds enough courage to join battles. The Rot can be customized with different hats. The game utilizes the DualSense controller's haptic feedback for features such as Kena's Spirit Bow. Kena, Bridge of Spirits, is set in a fictional location which is not Kena's place of origin. The main village, which acts as the game's hub world, is abandoned at the beginning of the game, having been struck by a tragedy hundreds of years earlier. Throughout the game, Kena restores the area to an improved state. In the game's lore, deceased people can remain between the physical and spiritual worlds if they are traumatized or feel unfinished. As a spirit guide, Kena tries to understand their difficulties and help them move on. Kena has a scar from her hand to her shoulder, which represents a traumatic experience with her father that will be explored in the game. Other characters include Saya and Benny, two young children whose teenage brother, Taro, is a restless spirit who Kena helps. From looking at the footage of this game and what we know about it, I would have to say that this really feels like a game that could have been inspired by the famous Japanese animator, Miyazaki Hayao. The spiritual and worldly elements tied to Kena Bridge of Spirits gives off that sort of vibe. I'm hoping that this game shines and is a hit for the PlayStation ecosystem. However, with recent comments by the developers that this could possibly be a standalone game, with the possibility of there not being a sequel, along with the fact that no coverage was given at the recent PlayStation PS5 showcase, has me a bit worried that it could quickly get forgotten in the wave of upcoming fall game releases. Nevertheless, it should be a game on all PlayStation owners' radar. Kena Bridge of Spirits will release on September 21st for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5. Before I end this video, I want to let you all know that I also have a channel called The Arena Citadel that is dedicated to providing content related to entertainment and pop culture at youtube.com/thearenacitadel, so be sure to check it out and subscribe there as well if you enjoy the content. My podcast, dedicated to video games and game industry-related news, called The Arena, a Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast, goes up in early access on Saturdays at patreon.com/thearena_podcast for patrons and on all free podcast services, as well as on YouTube here on Expat 2020 Gaming the following day on Sunday, so please check that out as well. Thank you all for taking the time to watch my videos and support the channel. This is Expat. Take care, everyone. Peace out.